Hi, it's Ken Kilday, and today we're going to talk a little bit about my leadership story, that formative experience that framed who I am and what I believe as a leader. In 1989, I was a junior in college. I was in the professional program at Arizona State University in the College of Architecture. And at the same time, I had a girlfriend. We were talking about marriage. Everything was going great. And for those that aren't familiar, I ended up graduating from the School of Accounting and have been with my husband for 23 years. So clearly, there was a lot of inner turmoil that I was dealing with. And in a moment of intense loneliness, I made an attempt on my own life. Following that, I knew that it was time to at least withdraw for a semester from school, get myself together, get the help that I needed, and work through my issues. So that required a signature from the dean of the School of Architecture so that I could save my scholarships, my credits, and then enroll the following semester when I was ready. And on the day that I went to the dean's office, the dean was not available. That became significant because while it was a small school and he knew me, I also knew that he was extremely busy, would come out, give me my signature, and I could leave. I wouldn't have to talk or discuss and so on. When I arrived, the dean was not there. However, the associate dean, Reed Kroloff, was in his office, and the department secretary said, "Give him just a minute, he'll be right out." Now, this became significant because he actually knew me. I had taken courses from him, and sure as shooting, he leaned out and said, "Hey, Ken, why don't you come on in? Let's sit down and talk." Which is exactly what I didn't want to do at that stage. I walked into his office, sat down. I was being evasive, of course, thinking that I was covering what I was thinking and feeling, but I'm sure he was reading me like a book. And at one point, Reed said, you say you have some issues you need to deal with, and I would share with you that I too used to have issues that I was struggling with, and Reed shared with me that he is gay and that he had a partner, and that it was very normal for him. And that's when tears started streaming from my face, and I realized for the first time in my life that I actually had a role model. I actually had, right in front of me, I had somebody that was professional and intellectual and happy and in a relationship and gay, which I had never seen or heard before. So as I walked out of that office, I felt like I had a future that I could envision because I had a role model. And the reason that's my leadership lesson is that it showed me how to be present for other people, how to be a role model whether or not I know that I am, how to give people the extra time. It would have been the easiest thing in the world as an associate dean for him to come out, give a signature, and go back to work. But he took the time to invest in me as a person, and that taught me and helped me be that kind of presence as I built several careers and moved into leadership positions, to always be available for other people. And I have heard over the course of my life that has mattered to a great many people, that I actually took time to hear them, because it's very easy to hide behind being busy and not focus on human beings, which is the most important aspect that leaders could possibly be focused on. And that's my leadership story. If you'd like more information about how I lead, my philosophies on leadership, and how I help others become better leaders, you can read more on my website at kenkilday.com/blog.